Hey guys, I'm Matt Lighty. In this video, I'm making just to show you and to describe to you how to get the shipping uniques in Settlers League easily, and this is especially important after you've already decided to play the league and progress the town. So unfortunately, the way that the shipping uniques work is you get them as a reward for completing a quota, and these quotas scale exponentially as your town ranks up to max being 11. You can have quotas as high as 300,000, 400,000 of combined resources, and when you complete that quota, you have the exact same chance of getting a shipping unique as you would if you complete a quota from a rank 2 shipping that requires 10 wheat. The exact same odds, seemingly, which is very unfortunate. So, in that case, frequency and resource efficiency becomes important, but there's no way to de-rank your town. So if your town's already all rank 10 and 11, whatever, and you have these huge quotas, then you're kind of fucked. But what you could do is you could re-roll in a league that you haven't done that leads to the league you care about. So for me, I'm in solo self-found, so I could re-roll in solo self-found hardcore and keep everything low level and get advantage to that. And that's a great way. You could do that to get your shipping uniques, like Kaom's Command, for example. This one took me about 40-something quotas to do, which sounds like a lot. 40 quotas, if I could only do one every 2 days, would be like a month almost or something. It could be an extensive amount of time at this point. And this is also why so many people got so many shipping uniques while leveling. It's because you were going through the quotas much faster while leveling. You would have those very low quotas, right? But if you keep your town low, you can get advantage of those low quotas all the time. So I accidentally actually leveled my town 1 too high. I'm going to put on screen the levels you want to have. And that's level 2 town, level 2 shipping, level 1 farmer, level 1 mining. You could just keep them like that, and then your thing will be as low as possible. Here's an example of me getting a quota. So this is my quota reward. You always get a unique, and you hope that it's replaced with a specific unique. Okay? And some of the things will be like this low amount, like such a low amount of resources, right? So 360 crimson iron. 360 crimson iron is the equivalent of sending 72 bars. That's it, 72 bars. If I was in my softcore, that would be 360,000, and I have the exact same odds of getting that unique, right? Or I could send this one being 240 amber and 140 wheat. So 240 amber in bars. If you didn't know the quote-unquote formula, you could remove a 0 and times by 2 or times by 2 and remove a 0, same thing. So 240 means you have to give 48 bars and then 140 wheat. That's it. That's it. 48 bars and 140 wheat, which, is nothing. And then this thing's gone for like 30 minutes. And that 30-minute odds with that low resource count is the exact same chance as me sending a 400,000 shipment in solo self-found softcore. So that's all there is really to it, is you just have to level a character in a league you haven't touched yet. So if you're in softcore, you could use hardcore. If you're in hardcore, you could use softcore, although obviously it can't transfer out. If you do, you could do a private league technically and keep it solo self-found thematically to whatever you choose. Although that gets a little bit, I guess for me, it's a little bit muddy, the waters, when it comes to like the ethics of technically someone's paying for it now. So is it like pay to win or pay to advantage? I don't know. Hard to say. But either way, yeah. So if you just, if you haven't played the league yet and you care about unique collecting or you want to interact with these uniques, like I do, I'm going to do it in hardcore because doing it in softcore is like basically impossible for me. Now you'll see here I'm in softcore and one of my ships has been commandeered by the pirate. If you have a fear of that, don't, because at rank 2 and that low level, you're such a low level that you can never interact with that content. And as far as levels goes, there's a couple breakpoints you want to understand when it comes to the shipping things, right? So look at my shipping rewards. That's I get garbage, but like these things are 140,000 crimson bars, right? Or, crimson and petrified. So that's 28,000 bars of both. The exact same odds if I send 28 bars in hardcore or in the other league that my town is rank 2 and my shipping's rank 2. So it just keeps it incredibly low. Now, a couple things to note is you want to keep your characters towards the levels of the uniques you're targeting. So there are 7 uniques in this league. 4 of them come from shipping and 3 of them come from bossing. Svalin comes from the Black Knight, which you just encounter in maps, in high tier red maps, so 14 to 16. You have the Living Blade, which you can encounter by fighting Sasan the Bandit dude, and he's also going to be capturing your map runners in high tier red maps. And then of course you have the Admiral's Arrogance, which you've fight when you fight the Admiral, and he can interact with you once you get to a certain level, your character level. I don't remember the exact level. I think it's maybe 90 or something, maybe earlier, like 80s. But he'll interact with you pretty early on, but definitely post-map levels. And yeah, he has a chance of dropping his gloves. But the 4 uniques, you know, when you have Yinda's Stand, level 52, important to know. Tao's Felling, 61. Masterwork, 53. Comms Command, 48. There's a couple things that are important. Yinda's Stand is actually much more rare, from what I've seen, than Cyril's Masterwork. So typically people try to get Yinda's Stand by keeping their character level 52, sending to ribbon fill, and then after get the belt, they move on to the Masterwork at 53. Same goes for Calms, but it seems like it's much more aggressive for Calms, so at 48, you should definitely get Calms Command before moving on to Tao's Felling, because it's like a way bigger ratio from what I've seen from quota returns, that most people get the Felling way before the Calms Command. So basically, if you want to, you could progress your character through this process by keeping your town level 2, your shipping level 2, mining 1, farming 1, get your character to 48 in hardcore, send ships, get, you know, Calms Command, and then you move on to Yinda's Stand after that at 52, and then after you get Yinda's Stand, you move on to the Masterwork at 53, and after that you level your character to 61, and you can get Tao's Felling, and from there you could pretty much, you know, keep leveling. A couple things to note if you are doing low-level farming. You will only be able to spawn resources from when you're within 10 levels of an area for the League mechanic, but gold can drop whenever. So if I'm level 61, I have to be in at least level 51 zone to still spawn things like Amber and Crimson, so keep that in mind. But gold can drop wherever. In Chamber of Innocence in Act 5 spawns a lot of magic mobs, thankfully. So you want to make sure your filter is showing all gold, and all these little enclaves here, these guys drop mobs that have gold. Okay, and the end leading up to Innocence drops a ton of gold as well, so that's a really easy way to get a lot of gold. Doing one of these runs where I just pretty much walk through hugging the wall, get to Innocence, and I, you know, kill the magic mobs before him, so there's like a big nice little chunk of gold. 70 sounds like nothing, right? Well, guess what? My town uses 50 an hour or something, so it's like you do one of these runs, get like 500 gold, and you're good for 24 hours in gold. That's how low level these resources are. When you have a town that's level 2 and a shipping level 2, you can take advantage of that to, you know, run super cost efficient. But yeah, you pretty much do this, you do your little run through, get your gold, and then you leave, you deposit your gold for the day, whatever, and then bingo bongo. And that's it. Every 30 minutes you send a ship, hope to get a you're gonna get a quota unique, and you hope that it is at least gonna be one of the new shipping uniques. And that's it. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. If you have problems leveling a character to 61 in hardcore, feel free to do, you know, Sunder Juggernaut or something like a tanky slam build. Very easy melee, super strong for leveling. Feel free to go almost all defenses. I decided to play a Trickster, and I have like way more life nodes, and I have points in a recoup and stuff. If you're really terrified, you know, don't feel too worried. Take your time. There's no rush as far as what you're doing, and then once your character's set up, it's just a matter of getting a little bit of gold each day and just sending ships every 30 minutes. Good luck on your shipping uniques out there, whether you're doing it in hardcore, softcore, private league. If you haven't started yet, you could take advantage of this before you potentially upgrade your town. Otherwise, good luck leveling your characters in hardcore. And yeah, that's it. I'm Matt Lighty. Have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.